Hey, what's up, everybody? Fred Minnick here, and today I am going to review something that people have been asking me to review since the moment it came out and someone put it upon their lips. And that is the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C923. Now, this is coming in at 13 years old, 133 proof. Now, this is one of the more available annual limited edition releases. I guess you would call this an allocated item, but it's not in that uber allocated zone. So you can find this more readily than, say, George T. Stagg or Old Fitzgerald Bottled and Bond, the Decanter series. So this is relatively easy to find. Also, this is my actual last tasting of the year. So this is my last singular official tasting of the year. Tonight with Club Marzipan, I'm going to be tasting through about 70 to 100 different products that I've either purchased recently or have come in the mail as a sample from a distillery. And basically what I'm doing is I'm winding down the year. I'm finalizing my top 100 list. I've got about 70, 75 already on my top 100 list. So what I'm doing tonight is I'm tasting all the way through it. So I'm tasting through all 75, 100, whatever it is I have left to taste. And I will pick my final 25, 30 from that allotment. Now, if you would like to join us tonight, it will be a live stream in my exclusive to my membership community. You can join Club Marzipan. You can find a description for it in the description box. So you can find the link to Club Marzipan. I think it's called Fred's Whiskey Club in the description. Just click on that. Come on over there and join us tonight. I think I kick off around 8 o'clock or something like that. So it'll be a good time. But I do this every year, and essentially I taste on any given year between 600 and 1,200 whiskeys a year. And I'm going to talk about this more openly when I release the list, but there's way too many whiskeys being released right now. Like, I cannot keep up. I tweeted the other day there are 20 new bourbons launched today. Like, I wasn't joking. And they weren't technically bourbons. They'd be blended straights or some kind of, different whiskey that would get on my radar. And I'm just like, this has been an exhausting year for me because while all of these new products are coming out, not all of them really deserve a review. I mean, I want to be very honest with you. This has not been the best year for American whiskey. Anyway, I'll rant more about that later on, but today, look at here, I got my box, right? So this is the box where I'll put, after I pour my whiskey here, I'll put the bourbon up here on the box, and you can see what I'm tasting. And that is because the subscribers are like, Fred, we can never see your whiskey. Can you please show us your whiskey? So after 3 years of doing this channel, there it is. And look, it's right there. That's the whiskey I'm tasting. So, and actually, I can't see myself in the camera. I don't have anyone here helping me. So I hope you can see that. Okay, first of all, let's talk about this color here. That right there is like straight out of the barrel glory. You know, look how dark that is. I feel like that is just right up coming out of the barrel. Every single day it was in there, was working in and out of that wood. My God, that's beautiful. Man, that is such a deep, dark amber color. It's actually got some like weird hues, like a purple hue there on the end, but hey, you can't put a whole lot on color, but my God, this thing is a caramel bomb. Ooh. Okay. I need to stop moaning a second here. I'm smelling it, and I'm moaning. So I hope that you are not watching this with someone who's never seen one of my tasting videos and are like thinking like this guy is like weird, which I am weird, but you know, damn. If that smells wrong, I don't want to know what's right. Good Lord. That's a caramel bomb, nutmeg, vanilla. It's really nice. Holy shit. Wow. All right, so it's 133 proof. Fills every bit of it. It is tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and this could not be a better bourbon to have with your pumpkin pie, your candied yams, your cobblers. This has so many like pie and cobbler notes in it. Like there's all those spices there, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, but it's really the sweetness. Like it's got this like peach sweetness to it. It has the pumpkin pie sweetness, but it's not over the top. It's also like that edge of the pie crust there. It's really, really nice. Okay. And that second taste, there's a little bit of black pepper coming in. I'm a big fan of this, of all the different flavors that are popping through. We got the pie notes, we got the fruit notes, we got the spice notes, but there's something else here that's just not coming to me. And I'm going to have to taste it a third time. Well, twist my arm there, or pinch my arm, why don't you? No, it's twist my arm. Pinching your arm is for the dream. Twist my arm there, Fred. Oh, Americana, no. All right. Okay, here we go. One more time. That final note, I don't know it, but it's kind of it's icing, it's fried icing, it's those little round donuts you get at P.F. Chang's with powdered sugar on it. It's what's that freaking big giant fried monstrosity at the fairgrounds? What's that called? Funnel cake. So it's like all of these, like, but it's not. So I describe basically 3 fried items with sugar on them in some capacity that have different flavors each based on the level that they're fried. It's somewhere in there, and it's something I've had before, but not here in the United States. It's some kind of like foreign. I want to say, it might be in Portugal. Could have been in Turkey. I don't know, but it's like this fried goodness with like little pieces of bread that flake off, and there's sugar underneath it. I can't figure it out, but just know it's fried sweet goodness, and I feel like I might have just gotten diabetes. That's how sweet that is. So man, really good. Now for the finish. This is one where I'm probably going to surprise a lot of people when I say this. The finish on this is actually not as intense as the palate. So the palate is pretty prevalent. But I feel like after about 20 seconds on the tongue, it kind of falls off. So it's like spikes and then drops. So I'm going to give this like kind of a medium palate tag. And that kind of surprised me based on the nose and based on the palate. So the finish is normally longer for me when I have that kind of intensity. I don't feel like I've had a bad day like palate wise. So so I think my palate's pretty strong right now. But the question is it top 100 material? Got to be honest with you, it's not an absolute shoe-in, but it probably will make it. Now, once my team pours everything blind and I have 100 products right there in front of me and I got to rank them, then it's a then it's just a whatever. Like it's gonna be anything can go. I'm gonna taste 100 products and rank them right there, and hopefully I'm still standing at the end of it. So that's the difference between tasting open like this and tasting blind. Like when I taste on December 20th, which I'm going to be setting that link up soon, so be sure to check that out. This thing could win it all, or it could finish in the bottom quarter because the finish isn't there. But you never know. But this will most likely make my top 100. But my first impression is it's not going to be in that top quarter based on I know how my palate reacts to whiskey, and I don't know if this will make that top quarter. But anyway, there's only one way to find out, and it's throw it in there and let's see how it goes. So that's probably my way of saying it probably is going to make the top 100. But if you want to see what kind of edges in the list there, kind of to see what are going to be like that last 30 in, come check us out over at Club Marzipan tonight. As soon as you join, go to the page, and you'll see a link there to come check us out and have some fun. But that's going to do it here, folks. Be safe out there. And remember, vodka sucks unless it's being used to clean up the murder scene of a dead cat. Cheers.